Previously on Sledhead 24/7. All right, you guys, I brought you here to Southtown Bowl for a little preseason challenge. Now, obviously, there's no snow on the ground, so we're gonna play a little Arctic Thunder.
I came to see where LaValle's at. You know, he had a good season last year.
He came right down to the final race. I made it to the championship round.
You know, the whole time I was just sitting there like, man, this is just as serious as a snowcross race. I was like, I don't want to lose the woman.
Robbie just edged me out right at the end, but I'm gonna go back. There's some time before season, and hopefully I do some extra training, more riding, and come out swinging at Duluth.
Hopefully it's a taste of things to come. I think it is, so hopefully it all works out.
Polaris racer Levi LaValle and Yamaha racer Robbie Melanowski finally got their chance at the real thing during the Amsoil Duluth National in Duluth, Minnesota.
Action!
We get really pumped up for Duluth. That one just sets the tone for the year and lets everyone know where everyone's kind of sitting.
The Duluth National is a huge race. You know, it's the opener. Everybody's trying to get up and like set the pace. They want to get out there and you know, get a good race on their belt and kind of get some momentum going.
It was a good starting point for us. A new team, new sled, developmental team, developmental sled. A ton of work went into the sled and just myself, you know, trying to get used to the sled and riding the four-stroke. You know, it's a different power and just a different machine altogether. Our hands were tied a little bit just with conditions of snow and how much time we can actually put in on the machine before Duluth. So
It was a disappointing finish for Robbie and the Yamaha factory race team.
Saturday I ended up in 6th place in the LCQ and the top 5 went. So we know, you know, we're not too far out of the hunt, but we need to get better for sure. We at least know now where we stand, and we got a lot of work to do to be 100% competitive.
But Levi still had a chance at Pro Open glory.
It's a good race, you know, it's super fun for the fans because it's a tight track. Everyone's like really close together and you're into lappers early, so there's a lot of dicing goes on. So it's a really fun race. I got a good hole shot, got out in 2nd, was dicing with Ross Martin, the leader. Got a little antsy, went for an inside pass, and I just clipped this side a little bit and tipped over. So there's my sled upside down, I'm laying in the snow. Luckily I didn't pull my tether, flip the sled back up, pin it, take off again. You know, Ross and I were pulling a little bit on the pack, so when I did tip over, you know, the first thing goes through mind like, oh man, there I just blew the race. I'm off the podium, scrap it. But fortunately, we had a big lead, so we just, you know, I was able to get back on my sled and still hang on to 2nd, and I mean, that worked out awesome for me, I guess.
Tell me about what just happened.
2nd place, I got a 2nd, I'm on the podium, super pumped. Duluth was awesome. Like, I couldn't have went any better for Polaris. Ross Martin swept both pro classes. He was ripping all weekend long. Hopefully, Polaris in general, we can just keep reeling off podiums like that. That'd be awesome.
We'll be following these racers all season long as they compete for the World Snowcross title. You won't want to miss our next race report from Gaylord, Michigan. We'll see who comes out on top in round 2.
We're getting ready for the National in Gaylord, Michigan. That's 2 weeks from now, and we got a lot of work to do, just, you know, riding, and with this cold weather that we've been getting lately, a lot of tracks have been opening and people have been making snow, so we're just gonna put our head down and try to get as best prepared as we can for Gaylord.
It's gonna be a good race, I think. I just heard that they got a bunch of snow dumped on them, so that's always a good sign. Hopefully, you know, we can carry that momentum we got going right now and get up on the podium again, sip some more Red Bull.
Some of my expectations in Gaylord is definitely make the final. That was the big thing in Duluth that we missed on, so we're gonna make the final and then just work off that. Hopefully everything falls in place. Last year I didn't make a 440 final and I didn't make an open final. I still was able to win both championships. So I mean, it's definitely starting off in a hole, but you know, it is what it is, and now we just gotta look forward.
I couldn't have done it though without all my sponsors. You know, Pertec, Polaris, Parts Unlimited, ZONR helmets. Who else? Artiva, Red Bull. Duh.
Duh.
So, you know, without those guys, I definitely wouldn't be up here. So I got to give a loud shout out to them.
Way to go, Levi. What a fantastic start to the season. We wish you luck. Obviously, we'll be covering you all season long, and we're out of here.
Bye-bye.
Artiva, Z1R, Truckee. What do these leading power sports brands have in common? Uncompromising performance, unbelievable comfort, untouchable quality. Parts Unlimited. Contact your local Parts Unlimited dealer today for information on the full line from Artiva, Z1R, and Truckee Winter Sports Gear. Parts Unlimited. We support the sport.